What's going on, everybody? This video is going to be all about my new watch that I got from Garmin, the Garmin Fenix 6 Pro. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dan the Ultra Dad back again for another video. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Hope you're enjoying your summer, enjoying some racing, maybe some good training. I love this time of year, the weather. It's getting pretty hot up here in Ohio, but overall, there's no reason to complain. Right now, it's just amazing. In fact, I think I found out that I was looking at the weather tomorrow. We're going to have highs in the upper 50s. That's unheard of in July, so I can't wait to go for a run in the morning. Tonight I want to talk about my new watch, the Garmin Fenix 6 Pro, and I wanted to kind of tell you what my first impressions were. This will not be a full review by any means, but I've had this watch now for several months, and I thought it would be a good idea to let you know how it's going, and give you some first thoughts and impressions about how I like this particular watch. So let's take a look at it first. The Garmin Fenix 6 Pro. This is not the solar version. I purchased this watch about 2 to 3 weeks before the Mohican 100 miler, which, if you haven't checked out that video, it was an amazing race. Upper right-hand corner, definitely check that out. I was able to finish the race, and I used the watch, so I can kind of give you an idea of how it did. But first, let's go over just some very basic things. I want to talk about the form factor of this watch. I want to talk about some of the features that I like so far, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the battery life with the Fenix 6 Pro. All right, so the Fenix 6 Pro is Garmin's latest line of adventure GPS watches. The Garmin Fenix 6 has been out for, I think it's been at least a year, maybe two. Number one, I really like the form factor of this watch. But it is a very nice looking watch. I really like some of the accents. I love this button that you use for starting and stopping workouts with the highlight, the red ring around that highlight. It looks premium, and it's better for the price that you pay. So anyway, another thing about the form factor that's very nice is it's quite a bit lighter than what Garmin watches used to be in the past. They've really improved their watches quite a bit, made them much lighter, which is really good for the wrist. I think sometimes the original watches they came out with were way too heavy, and were quite frankly uncomfortable to wear. Also another thing about it, the wristband, I don't think it's changed a whole lot from prior iterations of the Fenix line, but this one is very comfortable. So really you get used to it on the wrist. And anyway, can't say enough about the form factor. Really enjoy how it looks. One side note about that is, I guess we should also talk about the screen. And the screen is very nice. It's a full color display, high quality resolution. I mean, it's amazing the strides that Garmin has made over the years with their watches. So the Fenix 6 Pro has a couple features that I think came out for the first time with this watch that are really cool. So one of the things of course, music, you can now listen to music on this watch, no problem at all. Another feature I really like is more of a software feature, and it's called Climb Pro. The Climb Pro feature is really cool. Whenever the watch automatically senses, and you can adjust the sensitivity of this, but it will sense that you're going up a hill, and it will change some of the screen options and some of the parameters and metrics that you're looking at, and gear them more towards vertical gain, climbing this hill. And it'll also tell you how far you have to go on this particular hill. That is really cool, especially if you're talking about climbing mountains and things, which I'm not a whole lot here in Ohio. But even hills, even big hills, it will pick up and tell you what you have to do left. So Climb Pro is a really cool option. I just wish I had more mountains to use it on, but definitely is very nice to have, and will be very nice to have for my race at the Grindstone 100. So another feature that it has is something called Pace Pro, And Pace Pro is also a really innovative software feature in which it will design a strategy to reach a certain goal, whether it be time or distance, and it'll adjust that depending on what kind of terrain you're going to be on. I haven't had a lot of time to look into Pace Pro yet. That's one of the things I want to spend more time on, but Pace Pro is just a great idea, and it sounds like it works pretty well according to other people I know. So there's also a pretty interesting section on the app, the Garmin Connect app, that allows you to integrate some coaching aspects into the watch. I haven't done a whole lot of that yet. That's something I really haven't done much at all with, but I want to try it out because it really looks fun to have, a digital or virtual coach basically tell you what workout you need to do on a particular day. There are other companies like Coros who do similar things, but definitely I want to try it out and see what it's like. Let's talk finally about battery life. So if you've seen my other videos, you've heard the saga of the battery life situation for me. I've had issues with watches dying on me during races. The Coros line really came to save the day for quite a while because their battery life was just amazing. The Fenix 6 Pro really does a great job with battery life. I'm not going to give you the figures right now. I don't have them written down. But what I can tell you is when I ran the Mohican 100 just about a month ago, I was amazed at how well it did with battery life. And I was amazed because at the end of that 100-miler, I still had 59% left in my battery, which was just shocking to me that it did so well. So the Garmin Fenix 6 Pro's battery has been vastly improved. Full review later on down the road. I'll give you all the facts and the figures, but couldn't be happier with how it's performing from a power and a battery standpoint. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. I just wanted to kind of show you this new watch that I have and let you know that I'm very happy with it right now. Let me know what watch you're using right now. I'd be curious to find out. Mention in the comments below if you would. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video in particular, and the bell notification if you'd like to be notified of future videos. The next couple months are going to be pretty insane. So I'm running the Grindstone 100 in September, and I'm going to be trying to put out a lot of content between now and then, letting you know how my training's going and just keeping you updated on that. So, all right, I think that's all I got for today. Thanks again for joining me, and we will catch you in the next one.